Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. I can never pronounce that state right. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vonderberg. Alright. So hello everybody, welcome to The Sinking City. Actually, just bought this game. Alright, so hello everybody. Okay.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
So yes, this is The Sinking City. It's a detective game with a little bit of combat. Now, just to let you know what I've done to set this up, I looked up the achievements. There's no achievements for collectibles. So I googled collectibles. The only collectibles are clues that have to do with the cases that you work on. In select main case to see the clues. Okay. Yeah, see, it has notes here, but I didn't see anything about. Oh, damn, there's skills. I didn't expect that. But yeah, there's combat, and I guess I can go under settings. So under difficulty, I went to detective. So evidence in the casebook will have no hint icons, leaving you to work out what action to take next. I don't exactly know what that means. I don't know if that just means I can examine them, but it won't tell me that I can or something. But I put the combat on easy because, from what I understand, the ammo is scarce like Resident Evil, but unlike Resident Evil, the enemies respawn constantly. Like, I don't know. I'm assuming that means that every time that you leave a load zone, everything that you just killed will respawn. That's what I'm working under. Now, I was planning on going for the hardest one for investigation. It says you will receive no hints of what to do in your investigation, no prompts to visit the Mind Palace or casebook, and won't be notified when you've collected all key evidence. And while I am intrigued by this, I don't know what the Mind Palace is. And now it says to visit the casebook, which... Oh, I guess to go here? I mean... We'll see. We'll at least do the first case and see, and then I might raise it up to the next one, because I have to assume that we're going to be doing all of that. The Mind Palace, just based on that screen, looks similar to the, or looks like it'll be. Okay, so you have to hold A for that. Folding camera. Oh, okay. So this is actually what I read at the beginning there. Okay, I don't pin evidence. What? Unpin. Place on map that I don't have yet. And I can scroll. See, now it has like a little question mark icon on it, but I don't know. Like, I can't. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I can scroll up and down. I can pin and unpin it, and I can place it on map. I don't pinning it. I don't know what that does. And place on map, obviously, without the map, doesn't do anything for us. And it, like, this has a symbol on it, but it doesn't seem like I can. Oh, I can stealth. Okay.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Oakmont Monolith National Park is waiting for you.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
It's just gonna say the same thing. Okay. I mean, like. Also, didn't I picked up a camera or something? Did I not? Okay, first aid kit. Easy to handle and carry. Conceal the privatized weapon of choice. Chicago Boom is a favorite. Okay. Okay, so you can craft ammo, it looks like. No, I mean, I can't craft it yet. But yeah, did I not? I picked up something that it said something about a camera. Did it not? Like, I don't. Nope. So right bumper is melee. Oh. Okay, I got camera. Is that what that symbol means? Oh, and all evidence collected. All right. So I'm assuming that that's. I like how he brought both these guns with him, but didn't have either of them loaded. Trophy plate with a strange fish. Looks very lifelike. Ugh. Okay. So I'm assuming then that is what would take away mainly. So I don't know about the hints that it says, but I would much rather have all evidence collected
At
like that
last,
pop up.
Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline, a philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought, like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Alright. Okay, so we got a map. Oh, look at that. Even the different docks are marked 1, 2, 3. That's interesting. Salvation Harbor. So I'm assuming that the blue is flooded and the brown is just ones I can walk on. So that'll be my boat. That'll be the harbor. I'm assuming that's the inn, newspaper, police station, hospital. Multiple hospitals. Interesting. Wow, this is significantly bigger than I thought it was going to be. City Hall, maybe? I don't know. That looks like library, archives. One of those could be archives. Alright. Well. Key to a hotel room at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Okay, is that where he is? Like, I don't... Oh. Okay. I'm assuming this is a thing that we need to pick up later. Evidence contains crucial information about what to do and where to go next. To get evidence, interact with objects and people, combine clues in your mind palace, and take photos. White frame in the camera viewfinder indicates if you are aiming correctly. Read evidence closely to identify important locations, then pin it on the map to plan your route. Print evidence on the HUD to keep track of your current goal. Okay. Also place evidence on the map, HUD, in the casebook script. Oh, so if I pin evidence, that puts it on my HUD, and like... Oh, but it doesn't tell me where to go. It just puts it on. Well, that's no fucking use. The hell good is that?
Don't do that again.
I wonder if I could. I wonder, can I just pop him in the head? Turned red, which indicates that I should be able to shoot him, but I feel like I probably shouldn't. Water, we got a guy like praying over there. Okay. Not a whole lot of information on our HUD here. And they also have like a rather large black bar around our health and what I can only assume is stamina. Not that I seem to be able to run, but I kind of want to get to this guy who's praying, but I don't know.
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes
Oh, he's
up.
tattooed.
The seed is sowed. The end is nigh.
Okay, and
It
then he
will
just
begin
repeats himself.
again. What is down comes up.
Alright.
The seed.
Under the keel bar, and exit is that way. I don't get it. So with the place on map, does it just put it on the map there as well? Like it doesn't actually tell me where to go at all? Yeah, that's all it does. What the fuck good is that? Like I don't get it. Oh, is this the guy in the white suit?
I don't care about your petty excuses.
Oh my.
No
Real
one
man.
leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen.
Excuse me,
They
there is a
stir
message.
and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Alright. Alright, so he wants to find her son. What do we got? Throgmorton and Innsmouth feud, and Albert returned unstable. So is this the same? Yes, it is exactly the same then as the Sherlock Holmes stuff by the looks of it. What a worthless fucking map. Alright. Oh, he said he was standing in front of the house. Like this house? Yes.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer, and keep your hands where I can see them.
Wonder what he would do if I just pulled out. Oh, nice. I have a flashlight. That's always good. I just whipped out my gun and aimed it at him. I mean, very few games actually have NPCs react to that, but still. Okay, somebody was making some fish. I mean, I guess that makes sense. This is the fisherman's house. Although apparently the bottom floor is a...
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
I don't know.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will. Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything, and I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. I'll leave you to
You
it.
know,
Take care of yourself.
asking who
Please,
somebody is
Detective.
isn't showing
Sir,
disrespect.
tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or Kay? Did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Okay, so before we investigate further, though, he said that Barry was out here with Throgmorton, right? So is that this guy?
I've said everything I know.
I guess so. He must be. Okay, so he can't even. Alright. That's weird. That we can't talk to the guy who actually found the person we're looking for.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Theoretically, shouldn't be hard.
Choo choo.
Okay, the fuck does that mean? Is that supposed to be like a model train or something? Got some alcohol, maybe we'll make ourselves some Molotovs later.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Oh, hang on.
I can barely recognize the face
Okay,
of
so
the
if I
poor
hold
fella.
A, I guess.
He was beaten to a pulp. I can barely recognize the face
Okay,
of
I
the
don't
poor
understand
fella.
what's happening. Why am I suddenly
He was
pointing a
beaten
gun
to
at my
a
own
pulp.
head?
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Okay, I don't get what just happened. Like, I don't understand at all what just happened.
5 cards short of a full house. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Okay. Does this really seem like the place that would... Okay. So is this just like, because I mean, it was getting wavy when I was over here next
I
to
can
this
barely
guy.
recognize the face of the poor fella.
So that's weird.
He was beaten to a pulp. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Weird knife.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Oh, okay.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebheil, Nukulena,
Okay. Retrocognition allows you to understand events that happened in the past. Expect enough evidence on the scene and a vision will emerge. Step into it and find all the critical scenes. Mark the scenes in chronological order to gain new evidence. Oh, we've done this before. Was that in... What was it? Call of Cthulhu? Right? We had to do this?
What's happening?
Okay.
Take this, ape face.
Alright.
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Well, I mean, clearly this one just goes in the order that we just looked at.
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Okay. Albert attacked the fishermen. Returned unstable. Was dangerous and posed a threat to Lewis and Flynn and his fellow fishermen. Okay. I'll go back to Lewis. Returned unstable, fled when wounded. No. Albert Throgmorton spread some sort of psychic influence which made everyone nearby suffer hysteria. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. I can track them using my supernatural sense. Okay. As an Innsmouther, Lewis and his people suffered at the hands of the Throgmortons. That could be a reason to hate them. Okay, so I'm going to assume that there's going to be... I can track down Albert. Fled the scene after the fight of the house. I can track them using my supernatural sense. Sure, you can. Why not? What does this mean? Mind's eye can reveal omens that guide your way. Follow them to find new evidence. Evidence crucial for deductions. Interpreted differently. This can lead to different conclusions. Okay.
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Sure. I don't know. What do you look like in that pic? Like I couldn't tell from that picture if you looked any different. Alright. Now it didn't come up saying that we were done. So I mean, was there something on the floor I missed? Was there something higher up that I missed? Is there something on a different floor that I missed?
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
I mean, I don't know if this... Like, does that help me find anything? It really fucks up my camera after I use it, but... can I, like, go further down? Or, well, I mean, I know I can go further down, but, like... Is there maybe something down here that I missed? Oh, look, there's an octopus. Like, I don't... Oh, wow, there's a whole nother room.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shell casings, gunpowder, metal scrap. Oh, I can probably make some bullets now if I need them.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
All evidence collected. Fuck yeah. Alright, well, I don't think that gave us anything of import. Okay, so they fled through that hole. Okay.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Okay, which way did he run? This way. Which we know because reasons. Okay. But, like, I'm not seeing anything here to pick up. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. He climbed up this way.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
I'm assuming in here. I mean, it's got that mark on the door, so...